Cross River State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has made a bold political move by endorsing Governor Bassey Otu and his deputy for a second term ahead of the 2027 governorship election. This endorsement, which includes an automatic ticket for the dual, signals the party's strategy to consolidate power and maintain stability in the state. Governor Otu, who took office in 2023, has focused on economic development, infrastructural expansion, and social welfare programs, earning him support from party leaders and stakeholders. However, questions arise about the implications of this decision. While some view it as a move to strengthen party unity and reward performance, others argue it could stifle internal democracy and shut out potential aspirants. Well, to shed light on the rationale behind this endorsement and its potential impact on the APC's chances in 2024, we have Alphonsus, the APC chairman in Cross River State, joining us now for a discussion. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be with you.
So let's get right into it. What are the implications of granting an automatic ticket to the governor and his deputy? What message does this send to other aspirants in the party?
All right. That decision was not just a decision of Alphonsus or Guy Eba. It was a decision that was properly collated after due consultation with various organs of the party that culminated in taking a decision at the State Executive Committee. But what then is the rationale behind this? It is the common saying that one good term deserves another, and it must be a good term. Like I took my time to address Cross Riverians and Nigerians alike. Cross River State has a peculiar political culture of oscillating leadership of the government house, which started in 1999 when we had our former governor, His Excellency Donald Duke, and in 2007, His Excellency Governor Lieli Moke came on board from the Central. Donald was from the South. And finally, in 2015, His Excellency Senator Professor Ben Ayade came from this northern part of the state. We had a lot of challenges in the last election. Our formidable opposition party, the PDP, featured a candidate from the Central. But by the special grace of God, by the collective will of Cross Riverians, by the tenacity of the party, we were able to overcome. And so today, a man from the Southern Senatorial District, His Excellency Apostle Senator Prince Bassey Otu, have been on the saddle for a year and 10 months. He's been so focused. Few weeks ago, the Daily Independent gave him an award for his economic transformation. Infrastructurally, he's done so well. In terms of human capital development indices, he's done so well, to the satisfaction of the party and the people of Cross River State. And we feel he should be focused. He should deliver on the promises he has made, and so we don't want any distraction. He's been on vacation out of the country. So as he returns back, the only cake we're waiting to welcome him with is to know that himself and his able deputy, whom he had so trusted and left the governance of the state for in the last few weeks, and who has done so well, that is our winning team. Nobody changes a winning team. They should continue automatically. And that is because in the next 6 years and 2 months, power will now move to another senatorial district. It is therefore going to be very wrong to even be tempted by the aspiration of any other person to come in and truncate what has been a smooth sail for us. That is the rationale behind it.
Well, thank you very much for clarifying that. So how will the party manage any potential conflict or disagreement that may arise as a result of this endorsement and automatic ticket?
I am the one that is called a political evangelist. And if you recall in the build-up to 2023, in 2022, 17 persons came to Aspire from different backgrounds, from the Central, from the South. And we were able to preach the message of continuity, that it was a back-to-South arrangement. All we are saying is that we want to consolidate on that power that is in the South now, more so that the governor has performed so well. If you go to any nooks and crannies of Cross River today, what you hear is Sweet Prince. And the sweetness is everywhere because there are infrastructural development, there is sustainable human capital development too.
Now, you keep talking about the fact that the governor has done so well, but then I'm wondering what metrics you are using to judge the level of satisfaction that citizens and residents of the state have in the governor's performance so far. What metrics are you using to judge? How do we know this is not mere propaganda?
You can take it from whatever angle. If I have all the time, I will take from sector to sector. But let me start with security. We used to have a very serious security challenge in terms of kidnapping and armed robbery. Governor 2 has changed the narrative. In terms of gratuity payment, we had serious backlog. A governor came on board and decided to release 10 billion naira that has been able to take care of a chunk of that. In terms of education, today move around the entire primary and secondary schools. There are infrastructural development ongoing. From the day he came, no parent suffers with the challenge of paying for WAEC fees again. He has taken that as a burden upon himself. We used to have challenges of managing cleanliness in Cross River State. Today he has improved so well on that. Today the lawns in Cross River State, the lighting system in Cross River State. I am speaking to facts, and you can confirm this from any Cross Riverians. You move around almost every local government. There is a place called Ukele in Yala local government where I come from. We've had a challenge in the last 24 years of even putting 1 kilometer of asphalted road. Today, the governor is doing about 5 kilometers there for a start. There is a place called Yache, again in that same local government. There is another massive bridge that is being done there and another kilometers of road being done. The whole of Ogoja metropolis from the Abakpa Junction that to Monaya Road, there's about 20-something kilometers of road going on. If you move to the central, in Ikom, in Obubura, in Yako, in the whole of Calabar metropolis and around almost every part of the southern senatorial district, there is a short line that you can take from Calabar around the Adiabo axis that takes you to Dupani axis that has never been thought of before. It was conceived by the NDDC and abandoned some almost 20 years ago. But today, the governor is doing that will shorten the travel time between Akwa Ibom to Cross River State. These and so many others. And of the greatest of all, today, the projects that were conceived by the former governors, he has come to sustain it. You hear of the deep sea port that was conceived by the then governor, Professor Ben Ayade. The governor has gone to secure $3.5 billion from Afrexim, and that project is ongoing. Today, you look at the International Cargo Airport in Obudu. The International Cargo Airport in Obudu that was almost near completion. Very soon, planes will land in Obudu. And that's going to support the Obudu Cattle Ranch and the international university that is there and the German Obudu Hospital. These are most of the things that the governor is doing that we are all pleased with. He has gone to procure about 4 aircraft, of which we hope to take delivery of about 2. These are some of the metrics and indices, and that's why I told you, if you give me a better time, like 1 or 2 hours, I will shock you on the reason why Cross Riverians are happy with the Sweet Prince. And that is why we have endorsed him.
Thank you so much for giving us an abridged version of all that the governor has achieved, and hopefully it will be enough to win him a second term. Mr. Alphonsus Eba, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.